Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today is our first day in our 12 Days of Simsmas series. So what this series is, it's just 12 days of fun, festive builds to get us in the mood for the holidays. Now if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's absolutely fine. Not all of them are Christmas related. 90% of them yes, but some are just sort of more broad winter themes, and I hope that you'll enjoy them, you know, even if you're not a Christmas fan. If you really are not a Christmas fan, you'll probably hate it, and I'm sorry, but I am a huge fan of the season, the holiday season, and you know, I just thought this would be a lot of fun, and so far I have had a lot of fun doing it. One thing I just want to say right off the bat, I do apologise if the sort of resolution for this video is a bit off. I actually recorded this on stream. If you don't follow me, my Twitch link is always in the description, and if you ever do have the chance to stop by, I definitely recommend it. We always have a good time. I don't always play The Sims, but you know, it's still fun maybe. Yeah, I recorded this on stream, so my streaming setup is literally me at a laptop at my dining table. Like, I don't have like dual monitors or anything like that, so we don't have anything fancy here. So when I play The Sims, if I want to look at chat on the laptop, I have to play in windowed mode, which is absolutely fine. I don't mind it. But the resolutions are a bit funny in The Sims 4. Like, I can't choose better ones. I think it only gives me like 3 options for the resolution. So I usually play in like the smallest window because it looks best on stream. But it does look a bit strange on the video just because it's not what I'm used to recording in. So again, apologies for that, but you know, time constraints. We're doing 12 builds here, you know, some of them will be done on stream. Though I actually think I only have 2 of them that are stream footage. This one and one of the future days. I did originally try and record from stream, but we had an issue and I ended up having to rebuild the lot. But I will obviously talk about that a bit more when we get to that day. I have a list on my phone on all the builds that I wanted to do for this, and one of them is a snow globe, which is what we're doing today. Now, I do want to just sort of make it clear this isn't a sparked entry or anything. This is something I had on my list before the Spark Challenge was announced. I have actually been planning this for a while, but due to the kind of person I am, I didn't start it until, you know, December had already hit, and by that point the Spark Challenge was announced and it was Twisted Holiday or something, and you're meant to do like a snow globe that's not necessarily a snow globe type thing. I don't know, I've had some issues with this, with the Spark Challenge, and you know, I briefly mentioned them in previous videos. Like, I obviously no judgment if you want to take part in the Sparked challenges, like absolutely no judgment, and I do like people's entries who I know that have submitted things because I want them to do well. However, for me personally, I am not interested in that at all. I don't like the competition aspect of it. I don't think that The Sims is a competitive game, and I think there are so many talented simmers that don't get recognition. So I don't really like the idea of Sparked. I do think it's just a popularity contest, and those who have bigger followings can get their followers to vote for their builds, you know? So I have some issues with that, but this is just something I wanted to do. And I was considering not doing it, but then, you know, how many festive things can I build? Like, how many festive ideas can I have? I mean, we're already kind of pushing the festive boat out here with 12 back-to-back festive builds, you know? So I decided we'll just do it anyway. Like, this was an idea I had, and it's not an original idea by far. I actually got inspired to do this from Erin is a Y here on YouTube. Back in May, I think, she did a snow globe build, and I thought it was really cool. I didn't see it in May because I wasn't actively part of the sort of YouTube Sims community back then. I started my channel in June this year, I think, was when I started posting. So, you know, there's some people whose content I really enjoy that I have gone back to watch earlier videos from. And like her channel was one of them. So she did a snow globe then, and I thought it was really fun. So since I saw that video, I kind of wanted to do my own one. After doing my own one, I never want to build a snow globe again. I did struggle a lot with this. As you can see, I have already cut out so much footage from the stream. We spent 45 minutes looking for a stamp in debug, and I couldn't find the stamp I was looking for. And then someone in my chat kindly pointed out that Outdoor Retreat came with stamp chairs. And then someone mentioned, you know, there being the stamp with the flowers on it. And we found this red one that kind of looked a bit like Christmas flowers, so we went with it. I had so many issues with the stamps and with the circular roof and getting everything to fit in nicely, and what an absolute palaver. If this build didn't record, you know, if I had the same issues with my stream footage that I did before, I would not have rebuilt this. You know, we would have done something else for day one. We would have figured out something else, because this just, it's not it. I'm quite happy with the finished result. I do think it turned out pretty cool, but you know, the effort and time that went into it, maybe not. But you know, it was fun. It was fun. I really enjoy building on stream. I know not a lot of people do, but you know, I have fun with it. I have fun with it. I typically build faster off stream, but I like the input of stream. You know, when I was struggling to find the stamp, I would never have thought of Outdoor Retreat if someone hadn't told me. So, you know, it's little things like that. It's just sort of quality of life things with building with an audience, you know. They can sort of tune in and be like, nah, you are making a fool of yourself. Stop it. Though my chat's never usually that rude. That's just my interpretation of what my chat should be like, you know. If I'm going overboard, they should just tell me. Also, my biggest issue was when my bloody roof disappeared. I spent ages building a circular roof and it disappeared when I played with the platforms. I was raging. So here we are fixing the dome again, and it was a nightmare. My basic idea for the snow globe was, well, first of all, I wanted to try and build a broken snow globe because I thought that would be quite fun, and I was kind of wanting to play around with the water tools because I've had fun doing that in a build that is upcoming. So I kind of wanted to do that again. But my issue is with the windows in The Sims 4. We don't really have any that are just plain glass. Like, all of the windows have a frame, which, I mean, realistically, you know, windows need frames, so I get it. But it wasn't fitting with how I wanted my snow globe to look. So that was a thing. So in the end, I decided we could make a snow globe that looks like it's teeny tiny, and we can just size up objects next to it to make it look like it's sitting on like a coffee table or something. So that's why we've got wood flooring right across the lot, just to kind of make it look like it's on a table. But yeah, I think it turned out quite cool. It's not originally the plan I had in mind. As soon as I started scrolling through debug and I saw some of like the cute things, I'm like, nah, let's build a Christmas village. And so it's a bit of a weird build video, this one. But I like it. This was fun to do. It was annoying, but it was fun. You know, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I'm kind of pushing myself a bit more to sort of build more out there things. Like, I'm glad that I'm trying more things, you know. I'm not just building a starter home for my numerous legacies I tried to start. You know, I'm not just building your standard 2-bed family home. Like, I like that I've sort of tried some different things in this, and I'm looking forward to trying more unique things in the future. I've had a lot of fun just building recently. Like, I have had so much fun doing it, and you know, I want to continue doing that. I have some ideas for some more out there builds, and you know, I am obviously taking inspiration from other simmers that are in the community as well, and seeing some of the really cool things that they can create. You know, I want to try and create things like that as well. Like, obviously not copy their builds or anything, because you know, we're not about that. But you know, I just want to create some fun things too. Also, I want to point out how much I enjoy the snow in this build. I was struggling to mask the sort of glitchiness of the stumps. Obviously, since we're like layering them together and things, they didn't look right. So I do like the way the snows just kind of masked everything, and I think it gives the snow globe quite a cool look. So what we're doing here is we're looking through some of the things that I found in debug that I want to try and include, and then I realised how small my snow globe was. So I couldn't have all these debug buildings that I wanted. But I knew I wanted to include the bridge, and I knew I wanted some of like the Windenburg houses in here because I thought they just sort of scream Christmas even though it's not Christmas. Like, I just love that sort of storybook vibe these homes give. So what we're actually doing now is we are building our own teeny tiny home. I had a lot of fun with this. I knew I had to build something in my snow globe. Like, although we joked in stream that I could just do a build where I just place debug items and call it a day. You know, I did want to actually include, you know, some form of build in this. And Grim, who was in my chat, she's actually done a really cool video recently where she has sized down objects and tried to make the tiniest home imaginable. And she's also sized up objects to make the biggest home imaginable. I will link her channel down below. She is incredibly funny, she's really talented, and I definitely think you should check her out. But since she was in the chat, I thought that we could maybe try out her tiny home and see how it works. So we have built a teeny tiny, oh, I thought it was a 1-tile home, but I guess it's a 4-tile home. It's not at all functional. Like, this build is 100% not functional, but it's got a kitchen, a bedroom, a bathroom, and a living room. So it technically has all the things you need for it to be a house, but I couldn't size down windows or doors. And it's built with half walls and doesn't have a roof. It's such a stupid idea, but I had a lot of fun with it. I will admit I had a lot of fun with it. I also tried to blend it in as much as I could with the other houses, just so it didn't look completely out of place. But obviously I can't get anything to that scale, so that was my biggest struggle. I also couldn't put the walls down anymore because the walls are already down, just so we could see past the roof. But here we are, just placing our tiny objects into the bedroom and just seeing how we can get things to work. And I'll be honest, this is probably one of the stupidest builds I've ever done, but I had so much fun with it. But like, this is what I mean when I said if my build footage didn't work, I would not have redone this, you know? Just the amount of sheer stupidity that went in this build is ridiculous. I promise you, some of the builds that I do for the 12 Days of Simsmas will be functional. You know, you can download them if you want. I didn't even put this on the gallery, actually. Or no, did I? I think I did, actually. Yeah, I did, and the gallery photo completely ruined me, as always. But yeah, I even remembered the toilet roll. So, you know, is it functional? Basically. It's just so silly. I love it. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm not even gonna say I didn't. I had a lot of fun with it. I think it was fun. And you know, this is the building element of this video. Also, counters don't size down, but islands do. So we're building our kitchen here out of islands. So, you know, we're doing what we can under the circumstances. I also couldn't lower sinks, so we had to just grab our bathroom sink and place it in and kind of work with it that way. Also, I think at this point, one of my chat redemptions were picked in stream, which is where I play without my glasses on for 5 minutes, and I am as blind as a bat. Like, I can't even see my laptop screen without my glasses on. So this was all done without them. So I think I did quite well doing the tiny teeny home with no eyes, with being blind. I thought I did well. I don't know, my video's frozen or if I've just got a long pause. Oh, I think that must have been when I was putting my glasses back on. Yeah, as I said, I'm editing like stream footage, so there's maybe some more pauses than there would be in normal footage. Like, this video has turned out quite long, and I have sped it up to what I would normally speed up my videos to, or what I'm trying to speed up my videos to now. Previously, when I first started doing speed builds, I would do ×8, but I realised that is very fast, you know? And I know for some people who get like motion sickness and things, it's not pleasant to look at. So I'm trying to just keep my speed builds down to ×4, and this is still turned into like a 20-minute video, even though I have cut out about an hour and a half of footage. But yeah, you know, it's fine. It's fine. So we're looking in debug for some stuff to try and make this look a bit more like a house. And that is when the roof decorations were pointed out to me in chat. We decided just to ignore debug. And we also add in this little fake river at the bridge, just so we can kind of pretend that the bridge is over water, because I thought that would be cute. And, you know, I think it is, so that's the main thing. I've also sized down the mailbox and chucked it in the snow globe, because one thing, if lots are tagged as residential and you don't have a mailbox down, it will just spawn them, and it's incredibly annoying, especially if you have a lot that you don't intend to function as a home. I don't need like a giant mailbox spawning in the middle of it, thank you. A lot of these roof pieces I feel would have worked really well, but you can't lower them. So we've had to kind of make this really ugly little roof out of, I don't know what we made it out of. But anyway, it doesn't look as good as the houses, but we have a teeny tiny house here. I also put the window box and the awning in just so we can kind of mimic having a front door and windows. I don't really know if it worked out, but again, I thought it was funny. And one of the big things about like the festive period for me is that it should be fun. You know, it's a time for, you know, typically people are happier, you know, you have good memories with your friends and family, like, you know, it's a jolly time. So I kind of wanted to just have fun with it. That's my sort of tenuous excuse here for why my house looks so bad. Oh my gosh. But I think now it's sort of coming together, and we've got the snow covered ground and we have the Christmas tree in. I do think it looks cute. Like, I do think it looks cute. I would be maybe interested in doing like a teeny tiny Christmas village at some point. Obviously not in a snow globe setting, just because it does heavily limit what I can put on, because, you know, we're limited by the roof. But we've landscaped in here, we've got the cool light up trees, we've got some fairy lights, I've got a little mailbox. What more do we need? And nothing clips through the glass, which is also very important, because nobody wants their snow globe to leak. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to sort of try more out there builds, I think. There's definitely a few things that I want to try, more intricate things where I maybe don't do a full build, but maybe just do like exteriors, because like an issue is with doing speed builds is I panic that I'm quite a slow builder, and you know, I don't want to have to sift through like 6 hours of footage for like a living room. So that's why I'm kind of wanting more interesting builds to maybe just be like exterior footage or interior. It depends what the most visually appealing part of the build is. Like, obviously that's something I'd want to have footage for. I mean, we could maybe split it into 2 videos, I don't know. It kind of depends on what I'm building, I suppose. But yeah, so this is my ridiculous snow globe. I hope you have enjoyed it. I promise not all 12 days are going to be as much of a disaster as this has been. Not that I would even say this is a disaster, it's just, I don't know what it is. But not all 12 days are going to be like this. I do hope you have enjoyed it, and I do hope you will stick around for the 12 Days of Simsmas. I hope you have a wonderful December if you do not celebrate Christmas. I hope you have a lovely time of year, lovely winter. And yeah, I really do hope you have enjoyed. So if you have liked this, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. As I said, I'll be here for the next 12 days with some fun content, hopefully. And we'll just have a good time together. Also, any comments or suggestions, just leave them down below. I love sort of getting your input on things. And yeah, I am going to head off now. So thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!